Who here in this room
Me.
has... Oh, you have an embarrassing native name?
Oh, Prieta.
That's her...
That's not your
That's not
native
even
name. That's a
embarrassing.
nickname.
Oh,
Do you have
that's not embarrassing.
Like a birth name, right?
Your
No, I
first,
don't.
like Spanish name or whatever, right?
No, I don't. None of my names are Spanish.
A lot of my like Spanish-speaking
fucked up.
friends, they
Sorry,
give me
I
like
was
a.
My name
Spanish
used to be embarrassing.
What was it?
Mama.
Mom.
I thought it was MoMA.
I know, but it's spelled Mama. M-O-M-M-A.
No, it's spelled
No,
Mama.
it's spelled MoMA.
So your name was...
How do you spell Mama? How do you spell Mama?
M-A-M-A.
Yeah,
That's not the proper grammar. It's M-O-M-M-A.
Yeah, Mama. M-O-M-M-A.
I heard Mama.
Yeah.
M-A-M-A?
I mean, that's it.
Wait, what's the difference?
Proper grammar though. If you were to type it out in a book, it's not M-A-M-A.
Are we sure?
Yeah, it's M-O-M-M-A. That's the correct spelling.
And that's how yours is spelled?
Mama?
Mama.
I think I'm spelling it in Spanish.
No, like yo mama jokes, right? It's
Yeah,
probably
you're right.
Y-O-M-O-M-M-A.
You're right. I'm thinking
No,
it's
yours is
Spanish.
spelled with 2 M's. 3 M's.
3. Yep.
Okay, M-O-M-M-A is the U.S. colloquial way for saying mother. M-A-M-A, mama, is hypocorticistic, usually childish.
Also for like babies.
So it's like for babies to
Spanish.
say.
Mama.
No, Mama.
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 Or Italian. Mamma mia.
Oh, I want
Oh, yeah,
pizza.
you would say both ways.
Yeah. So my name was Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
Oh, that's cruel.
Damn.
That sucks.
That's a
That does suck.
I got made fun of that for that, but it was funny.
True. I got made fun of. My Chinese name is Wing Ho, and that's also my middle name. And people always, they're like, your name is Ho?
I laughed.
a classic.
Yes, you did laugh.
That's a classic. Yep.
I'm not gonna deny it.
You guys are just as mean as the kids in school.
Hey, you're the name Ho in it.
True. To make matters worse, my name was Casey. Well, it is Casey.
Also, people thought you were a
Grew
girl.
up in the 90s, people, like, yeah, everyone thought it was a girl's name. And
Casey's a hoe.
no, that's a whole nother problem right there.
Wasn't there a Dawson's Creek character named Casey?
Was it a girl?
I thought it was a guy.
Is it Casey?
Ninja Turtles
Am I
had a
making
guy,
this up?
Casey, and I was like, there's a Ninja Turtles Casey guy.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey was like a popular 90s guy name.
Yeah, you would think so, but I don't know. Where I was growing up, everyone thought it was a girl's name.
I didn't know it was a girl's name.
Me neither.
Really?
Is Jesse a guy's or girl's name when you think about it?
I think of it as a guy.
Jesse's girl.
I think of it as a
It's a
guy.
guy.
I never met a Jesse.
I hear more Jesse's as referred to as a guy than, Jessica is usually what, this is my,
Are you
Jessica.
shortening it down to Jess?
Yeah,
Not Jesse.
yeah, exactly.
that's true.
There's Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell.
Wait, what's it? Is there a longer version of the guy named Jesse? Or is it just Jesse?
Jessithan.
Jesse then.
Justifer.
Which is, I guess that's why my mind immediately goes to a guy. It's like, because that's the only name for a guy named Jesse is Jesse. It's like Jessica,
true.
Jess, Jesse.
Gesture.
3 options.
My name just was hard for Americans. So like answering the phone, especially when I started working at Barbell, I started just saying Chris.
Yeah, that's right. You went by Chris.
When I go to Starbucks and stuff, I just say Chris because then they keep. It's like,
Nadeem?
I answer the phone, I go Nadeem, and they go what? And I'm like, takes so long, just Chris, and they got it, and I move along.
Dude, so many people like still fuck up your name when they're talking to me. They say like
Nadine.
Nadine.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's Nadeem.
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 Well, even I say it now, and then I say it fucked up because I'm trying to like enunciate it better for them.
Oh, no. Fuck
My
them.
Yeah,
buddy
don't bend
Dev
over.
does the same thing. He was his name is just Dev, D-E-V, Indian, and so a lot of people think it's short for Devin. One funny story actually. He went on this Hinge date, and she was like, so like, why are you lying to me? Like, he's like, what? She's like, why are you saying your name is Dev? And he was like, because it is. She's like, why not say it's Devin? You're trying to like make this. And he's like, no, my name is Dev, just D-E-V. And she was basically being like, why aren't you just like owning that you're
Embracing your name.
yeah, instead of like, and he's like,
Why don't you be real with me?
no, actually, his name is Dev Anand. So she was like, why aren't you just saying your name is Dev Anand? And he's like, because my name is Dev Anand. She's like, no, why aren't you just saying like it's like an actual Indian? He's like, no, because that's my name. And
What'd you
she's
say with the Indian
Jesus.
accent?
Anan is the last name?
This is where you walk away from the date.
and he's like,
fuck that.
He's like super just like casually racist on it. But
And she's like, oh, then
he goes to Starbucks all the time, and they go like Dez. And today it was funny. He sent me a text, and his Starbucks name said D-E-D, just dead.
dead.
He was like, yeah, they're accurate because I am dead inside.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's crazy you bring that up because this poor girl.
Oh, no.
Her name.
Is it the professor?
Yes.
Oh, I know about.
How do you pronounce that name? Ooh, almost spilled my beer.
Okay, it's.
How do you pronounce her?
Hold on, I want to hear it first before you say.
Oh, how do you pronounce the name? The Vietnamese American. How do you pronounce the name? Phuc. Fuck.
Fuck.
No, it's Fook.
Is it Fook? I don't know. I'm not Vietnamese.
I heard it before.
Oh, okay.
Fahak.
Oh yeah, like the movie.
Yeah, what was that? The gentleman.
Gentleman, yes.
Fahak.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was a great scene.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, so she is a student. She's taking a math class. The glare, okay, yeah. She's taking a math class, and it's an online course. Her teacher didn't bother to ask her how to pronounce her name, and he just goes right off the bat and says, "Hey,
Fuck you.
can you anglicize your name? Specifically, can you anglicize your name?
It's basically saying, can you say it white?
Yeah, can you just come up with a more American,
Like Rachel or something.
Like, come up with a new name right now.
Yeah, just figure out a American name I can pronounce.
Because he says in my language.
I'm not trying this.
Her full name was like, Fook.
Bui, B-U-I.
Yeah.
And so then, so when she said, hey,
No, he pronounced it fuck boy.
yes, yeah, the professor was like, in my language,
It sounds like
it
fuck
sounds like
boy.
fuckboy. And if I was in Vietnam and if my name sounded like eat a dick in your language, I would change it out of embarrassment.
Yeah.
And that's what he emailed her specifically.
Yeah, that's bad. I think I would understand it if he came as an approach like, hey, like, well, one, in America, we're trying to be more culturally sensitive. But with that, it's like, hey, people are still stupid and they're going to make fun of you. Are you aware of that because of your name? Or would you want us to call you something different because people are stupid?
I wouldn't even say that much. I'd be like, how do you
pronounce your
it?
name? Yeah, it's just
That's the normal human.
That's the normal thing to do. Yeah, so this guy's name,
How do you say your name?
Matthew Hubbard, that's the professor's name. He said,
He needs to change it because it sounds like Ron L. Hubbard,
yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Scientology.
Could you anglicize your name? Fook Bui sounds like an insult in English. And then Fook says, hello, Professor Hubbard. Your request for me to anglicize my name feels discriminatory, and I will move forward with filing a complaint with the title was that 9? Office. If you cannot refer to me by my given birth name. And she signs off.
Yeah, fuck boy.
And then he goes, your name in English sounds like fuckboy. If I lived in Vietnam and my name in your language sounded like eat a dick, I would change it to avoid embarrassment.
What's wrong with this guy?
This is all cropped off, both on my part and on the part of the people who have to say it. Understand you are offended, but you need to understand your name is an offensive sound in my language. And he signs off on that.
So I could see people overreacting to be like, he was just trying to do this, but at the end of the day, you can see by the way that his first email had no consideration. It was just like,
No, he was just like, you should change it for me because it's easier for me.
So like it was like, I could see people.
Because there's no discussion.
Yeah, like
If he said, hey, how do you pronounce your name? Because I think I'm reading it wrong. Oh, I think a lot of people might make the same mistakes that I do. So have you thought about it? But then for him to have the audacity of saying, change your name to something English, that's some fucked up shit.
I would understand that logic if we're talking about an elementary school child and telling their parents, hey, I don't know if you've thought of this, but in this country, this does sound this way, and kids might make fun of them, so putting that on the table.
And they got 10 more years of school left.
Yeah, but if you're in college, it's like, they're a fucking adult, leave them alone.
Because you can't teach the kids that would make fun
Matthew
of
Hubbard sounds like a fuckboy.
Huh?
He is a fuckboy. Fuck.
He's like, hey, that's what they call me, all right?
Like,
My name.
I'm a little sensitive to fuckboy.
I can see how people would see her reaction being like, oh, she's totally overreacting to that, and it's like, in that context, you look, he's not necessarily doing anything completely overtly racist, but you can see the lack of any sort of empathy or compassion or any sort of trying to understand the
It's
situation.
like, you're wrong, I'm right.
It wasn't even. It wasn't even
try.
The email didn't even have a hello in it. It was just.
I know, what an asshole.
Change your name. And I was like, you can see by the way he writes it that he's an asshole.
You could take that email both ways. You could look at it as like an attack, or just like be like, hey, like, no, I'm not gonna change it. But the way she responded was accurate to how he was saying it, because the way he responded back to that was horrible.
Yeah.
So
the way
he
was.
he got
He's justified.
Yes, absolutely.
because his thing was just quick sentence, right? So you could maybe take that in a different way, but the way he was going about it was and the way she responded was completely correct.
He validated his own like shitty mindset with the first one that was like just very sparse, where you could kind of make the argument, maybe he was this, maybe he just said it wrong, but then when he followed up, you're like, no, he was an asshole from the start. Yeah.
And he totally made her. He said that she should eat a dick.
I want to know if there's anything.
True.
That was so passive.
I think the thing that's also hurtful is that for many generations, or just even recently, people had to anglicize from just being treated differently. Like, for example, my brother, he's 12 years older than me, right? He didn't have an English name when he came over. In class, the teacher couldn't pronounce his name, and he couldn't pronounce his name well, or he would say his Japanese name, and then the class would laugh at him. So because of social stigma, he was forced to change it, and he was like, well, who's a cool guy? Tony Hawk's a cool guy? All right, so I'll call myself Tony. But he liked his name, but he had to kind of, the social pressure made him change it. And I think that now I feel like we're more of an evolved society.
Yeah, we're breaking out of that.
We can have whatever name we want, right?
Yeah.
So I think that it's weird that someone is continuing that. I guess that's the issue.
And he's in higher learning, dude.
Exactly. Someone in his position should be seeing a whole bunch of different, the student body's changing every year for him, and he should have come across his name, or if not, like other names, and you would think he'd be more open-minded.
Can we give our next kid a Vietnamese name? I kinda
let's do it.
Like fuck yo bitch Kwan.
That'll be tight.
I wouldn't change it. Say it. Whole thing.
I love Vietnamese names.
I think there might be a Kwan in Vietnamese.
There is?
So it might work.
Like with the Q.
Yeah.
Kwan's like later on, he's with the girl, and then he's like, say my name.
Fuck yo bitch.
Fuck yo, bitch.
And he's like,
Or fuck them.
Fuck them. But yeah, so poor girl, she,
Fuck you back.
Yeah, she's right.
for her whole life, she's always gone by the name May, like M-E-I or M-A-Y or something like that, May. And this was the first year she decided not to do that, to embrace her real name, and this shit happened.
So she's already been fed up.
She's
right?
old.
Yes, yeah. She knows what her name sounds like.
Especially
Good for
in
her,
college.
though. Good for her, not
Stood up
that.
for herself.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I
wish
don't know,
my name
because
was
for
more-
me, I like more different names, right? I like a challenge, because I'm like, what is that name? It's so unique, and you can start a conversation, and you're like, what cultures? I never heard of that shit. Or I'm gonna try to remember it, and it becomes a game for me, where I try to remember it and pronounce it right.
Yeah.
Because I like that challenge, but if it's a John, I'm like, I'm gonna forget you, dude.
yeah.
It's usually
I'ma forget you.
It's usually Vietnamese they're kind of interesting.
Because I just say Chris so often. We had people that came and they're like just walking around the neighborhood, and I was outside and they're like, oh, like, can we talk to you for a second? And then there were just people like cleaning the bugs, and like, because we have held like spider webs and stuff, so like that's the service they do. And they're wearing, I think it was like a Bible and like comp shirt, and then everything. Like, I could tell like they're looking at like your car, like recognize it. They saw Brad's, and then they're like, they kind of like recognize everything, and then you could see them looking around. They're pretty jacked too, and they're looking at me, and then they were like looking at barbell shirt I was wearing, and then they're like, oh, what's your name, by the way? And I just said Chris, and then you see them like get confused.
They're like, no, I know you as
I think they knew who I was.
You thought you were just fucking with him?
Yeah, so because I just naturally go to Chris, right?
Yeah.
If I just don't know you.
Yeah.
And like I'm not gonna like, if it's like a normal person I want to meet and continue on, but just Chris is easy. Just forget it and move on.
It's so funny because you don't look like a Chris.
No.
So I pick Chris because it's so, it doesn't feel like me. You know what I mean? I feel like I'd be more like a Michael or a Matthew or something.
Or Oliver.
Oliver.
I'm a Michael.
We're a Michael.
We're a Michael.
I start getting tattoos.
I'm the Michael now.
Listen to me.
I have to change my name to Chris.
I know.
You should get a Vietnamese name, like suck my dick or something.